The question is the motion be agreed to. Call the member for Tamworth.
Thank you, Mr Speaker, and I commend the member for Wagga Wagga for bringing this motion to the House, particularly in relation to his area with HumeLink, where high voltage transmission towers are being constructed, and then ultimately the options of putting them underground. At least they've got an option out west in the Tamworth electorate, Mr Speaker. The high voltage transmission towers will be a blight on the landscape. Healthy rivers, healthy farms, healthy communities, a cleaner, greener environment is the overarching signal that needs to be sent across New South Wales. That is understood, but not at the expense of regional communities who have to suffer purely because a regulator has drawn a line on a map from A to B, Queensland down to the Hunter Valley, and bureaucrats and regulators have said, well, that's the most quickest, cheapest and easiest route in terms of putting high voltage transmission towers of steel that will impact the skyline of beautiful regional New South Wales. Now, that particular route happens to be through the backyards, through farmland, and through highly productive agricultural land, which includes equine facilities, in fact, Mr Speaker. So this carelessly thought out plan to draw a line and go, well, this is where we're going to go, now let's go and consult with the community. It's very, very poor indeed on behalf of the government and on behalf of the regulator. Landowners and residents have contacted my office outraged at concerns with Energy Co about the lack of consultation, the social licence that they don't have, the impact on properties and ongoing concerns with a lack of adequate response to their concerns. There are now voluntary community groups in the Tamworth electorate that have formed in opposition to the project. Community members and farmers are now being forced to give up their time to investigate alternate routes and build a case in opposition to the existing route of Energy Co. There is ongoing perception that the investigation into the transmission route has been flawed and it ignored the practical route, which is a government-owned Crown land stock route, the Aberbaldy travelling stock route. So the message is clear, Mr Speaker. Remove these high voltage transmission lines from the easy route that they have chosen, which will ruin and impact communities' lives, and get it off private land and get it on public land. Yep. Travelling stock routes, Crown reserves, when you think about the options that are available on public land for these particular pieces of electrical infrastructure, it stands to reason that's where they should go. And we are imploring Energy Co, we are imploring the government to take these options that we took to them. We took to them the travelling stock routes. They did not know they existed until we said, have you looked at these options to get them off private land and onto public land? That's where they should go. Stop impacting our community. The planning system is broken. The consultation process is broken when it comes to this headlong rush into renewables. Again, clean, green, renewable energy is where we need to be, but not at the expense of our communities, not at the expense of ripping families and communities apart in this headlong rush.
Question.